One of the purposes behind creating Mosaic was to create something for Australians by Australians. The Australian palate has sort of really evolved over time. Flavours were largely dictated by roasters. Now that pendulum has swung back and we're now more than ever just wanting to satisfy your day-to-day coffee drinkers.
We worked for the last 18 months on this project. From our testing and our analysis, we realized that all the coffee that were well perceived were coffee that were low in bitterness and high sweetness. A lot of milk, chocolate flavor, and biscuits and nuts. Those are the flavors that we wanted to achieve.
The beauty of Mosaic lies a lot in the collaboration that we've done with local artisans. Daimon Downey, Carlie and Pana played a real part in creating something that is greater than the sum of its parts.
Creating a whiskey focuses on complexity and depth of flavour, just like coffee. Every barrel has its own sort of tone, and you're trying to make music and you want everything to be harmonious. Working with Lavazza has been very interesting for me to see all of the parallels that come between coffee and whiskey, from the farming, fermentation, roasting, blending, the different flavour profiles that each one contributes, and they all speak to the Australian consumer much like our whiskies do.
The purpose of Pana Organic, an extension of myself, creating something that I would give to friends and family. For us, cacao is the hero ingredient. The continued sourcing of the best plant-based ingredients from around the world is really super important for us. Working closely with Peter and Nick from Lavazza has been nerds coming together and just sharing some intel on the whole process and looking at those chocolate undertones, how we could get them through and incorporate that into the coffee, and lots of fun and lots of chocolate and coffee.
The packaging is based on encapsulating what Australian landscape looks like.
After all, this is a coffee for Australians.
Title, it's the brightest and the lightest of the lot. Quite fruity notes of green apples. Then we have Orca, which is the most balanced of the three. Milk chocolate predominantly, with biscuit and nuts. Then we have Retreat, which is the other side of the spectrum, which is dark chocolate.
Collage allows you to, really manipulate the work. Our Australian landscape is very wild and, there's a lot of movement. We've got our coast, we've got our deserts, and we've got our flora. Those three elements to be able to, loop it all in and bring it all into a mosaic. All the little bits that make up the big picture.
Honestly, can't wait to see this product on the shelf in the cafes.
To be able to create something fresh and new for a company and a brand and a family like Lavazza is incredibly exciting. It's been a really sweet process to be part of.